We're the Dorkery.
Dorkery.
Pew pew! All day long, all night, all through the week, all through the month. School is out. It's summertime. We're pew pewing all day.
I love when summer's out because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a homeschool mom. Well, I was a homeschool mom. We just finished our last semester, and I will no longer be a homeschool mom. So I'm loving summer and also looking forward to August when the kids go back to school.
Yes. So we thought, let's give a out of school, beginning of summer gift to people that have been asking us. Probably the number
We've had this
one
request. We've had this request a lot, and we've been putting it off because I'm a perfectionist.
Yes.
And I just decided things are never going to be perfect. So let's
Right.
give the people what the people are asking for.
And that is...
Room tour! Okay, so I do apologize if you're not one of the people that asked for this thing. But we have had people asking, and we've kind of grown really close with a lot of people who follow and subscribe to us. So I kind of feel weird sometimes that we love you guys so much, and you never just get to come have coffee with us.
Yeah, so this is our virtual way of having coffee together and showing you what we dork out about besides just the things that we put on there. Because there's a lot of stuff you're going to see that you have never seen on this channel before, so...
So we've never done anything like this before. We're just kind of gonna wing it, kind of show you a little bit. We're gonna start with Drew's lair, which is also where we film our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go to my office.
Yeah.
Which is where I keep all of my books.
Yep.
And where I do a little bit of writing.
Yeah.
And then we might show you just kind of some nooks and crannies around the house. We might sneak into our kids' rooms when they're not looking to show you some of their collections.
They don't watch us anyways.
And then I just kind of want to show you some special little things we like about our home, because I believe every single room, I don't care what room it is, every single room needs a little dork.
Yes. So dork out with us.
All right.
Woo!
Here we go.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
I didn't know you were in here.
I've been here since just a second ago.
Yeah, I've been just looking at this,
Slab wall.
Slab wall, slab wall. I feel like we need a Wayne and Garth's extreme close up.
So here's our slab walls. You have 4 rows of 10 slabs that I constantly changing out. So a lot of people always ask too what these actually come from Collector Mount, collectormount.com, which you can also get on Amazon. So if you put comic wall mounts, these will pop up. And then what's cool about these, they also can flip, and then you can put them on a stand, like on a shelf.
Do you have any that's not on the wall to show?
I think I do. So shelf. No, I don't, because I use them all to put on the wall. But basically, they just flip around and make a nice little stand for your slabs. So there's a lot of money on this wall, as you can imagine. And then we've doing a lot of different. Like right here, that Jimmy Olsen's not normally there, but it is putting. It took the place of Black Panther's first appearance, because we sent that back into CGC to get re-slabbed because it was full of Newton rings. So it's with CGC right now for a reholder. But everything else, we just kind of switch around. I like to have at least 1 row of Silver Age. But right now I have 2 Silver Age rows. And then got some Spider-Mans all grouped together. There's not really a whole rhyme or reason other than that. Just kind of throwing stuff on the wall as I want to stare at it, because this is what I stare at every day.
Yep, this is where Drew works from home. So this is his view, and of course, my favorite, the hoverboard, and got a little Hulk action back there, and then his little
more slabs,
slab boxes. So just like anybody's home, I'm guessing just like you guys' home. There's a lot of things like we don't have exactly the way that we want it. I'm sure everybody has dreams and visions, and you're like, I'm going to get to that. Like, we have a big Thanos picture that we want over there that's not there, but we decided we were tired of waiting for those things, and we wanted to invite you guys in.
I will say one more thing on the slab wall. A lot of people say, hey, there's light coming in on those, and we have no direct sunlight.
So there's no direct sunlight. If you see light shining down, it's coming from the ceiling lights, and even that ceiling light is never on. It's just those two.
We have super thick curtains in here.
Super wall, sun canceling curtains. But the light that you do see is coming from the ceiling light, and I know people give us a lot of flack for that, but also keep in mind we don't keep all of these comics up year round. They get traded out, so they're never in direct sunlight or ceiling
Oh,
light.
and last thing, these are up here temporarily because these are Lady Dorkery slabs.
Those are mine. Those are going to my room, which you'll see shortly. But I have no slab hangers at the moment, so they're here. Okay, moving on. Drew's slab wall. We have Drew's toy wall.
Nice.
Well, one of them, because he has another one around the corner.
Don't act like that you're not also a big toy kid at heart kind of guy or gal.
I'm trying to get a full shot of this for everybody, but this is what I like to call Tiptoe Alley.
Yeah.
Because I'm told constantly to tread lightly.
Well, you can already see like Silver Surfer shaking at the top, and you're like a few steps away.
Where are we at? Okay.
That's just what happens. So.
All right, Drew, show us what you want to show us.
All right, so this is the Fantastic Four shelf and Inhumans, and don't ask why Stiltman's there. He's just there temporarily. But this is my favorite. I've got a lot of versions of Fantastic Four Marvel Legends. This is my classic favorite. Until they come out with a new wave. I will say this, my son gets on to me, this is not actually legend size Lockjaw. As you can imagine, Lockjaw would be like bigger than Medusa.
Is that the one that came out of the collector?
Yeah, the collector vault from San Diego Comic Con. So this is a 3 3/4 scaled, but it's the only Lockjaw we have because there's no Legends Lockjaw out there. So I would love more Inhumans. I'd love a Crystal. I'd love a Korvax. So, I mean, there's just all kinds of Inhumans that I would love to add to that collection. But they'll come over the years because they kind of just take their time of releasing stuff. But I use figure stands for stuff like the Silver Surfer and the Human Torch. Those are real cheap to get. You get
Let me
packs.
see if I can come to this side and
So,
show you what they look
and
like.
they hold them up pretty good. You'll see
There
in a
we go.
minute. There's a couple that I
Stand
struggle
view.
with, but as you can see, the Silver Surfer shaking. So that's why I call it Tiptoe Alley. Because if you walk by here pretty hard, they fall down. I have jumpers, right? I'll wake up, I'll come in here in the office in the morning, and Medusa will be on the floor. I'm like, Medusa, I mean, why'd you give up on life? But at least she still has her hair, right? So next shelf, I've kind of gotten away from Funko Pops, but there's some that I just can't get away from. So that's my Back to the Future. So this is my Back to the Future shelf. Yeah, with a little Lego.
Little Lego love.
So that's got some good value to it. The DeLorean's probably one of the more expensive ones because they've not re-released that. A couple of those right there. So we just
Your favorite movie ever?
Back to the Future Part 2. Yeah. So I mean the
No,
Back
I'm
to the
saying,
Future
like,
series.
is that your favorite?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a big Back to the Future Part 2 fan because I saw that in the movie theater as a kid and it was amazing. So that's that. Next shelf's my 90s X-Men goodness. A little bit of the animated, a little bit of 90s.
Dazzler!
Yeah, a little bit of 80s there. That's the first appearance Dazzler. So as you can see, there's a big gap in this collection.
We did her on Comic Character Crash
We
Course.
did. There's a big gap in this collection. I'm missing the Love Triangle pack.
I only hear you say that every single day.
So they're coming soon. So we're missing Jean and Cyclops and Wolvie. But they'll come soon. And also that Cyclops will go away because that's actually an X Factor Cyclops. But it's the only Cyclops I have.
Okay,
until
so
I get the
here
Love Triangle
you've got the stands.
Yep.
And risers,
Yep.
both from Amazon.
Yep, so you got Forge, you got a little Bishop. I love this Professor X in the hover chair.
I got
and
you
then,
that
of
for
course,
Christmas.
That Beast. And then I switched that Storm recently. Sorry, I get excited talking about that.
I know.
Greatest cartoon of all time. I don't care what you say. Bob's Burger. We love Bob's Burgers. This is the complete collection. All Funko Pops that have pretty much been released.
Okay, show the Louise that Felicity made for you.
Oh, yeah. These are the little... what are they called? The pixel whatever? I don't know.
They're called perler beads.
Yeah, pearly beads. So
They're the ones that kids make and then you iron them to make them stick up.
And of course, now I talked about the greatest cartoon of all time. Let's talk about the greatest show of all time.
Greatest show.
That's right, The Office. Again, Funko Pops. I know what I just said, right? I'm not really doing a lot of Funko Pops, and this is like the third shelf of Funko Pops.
I kind of was...
But I'm more like, I've taken like I don't collect like hundreds and hundreds. Like I just say, all right, Office, and that's pretty much it. You know, little Bob's Burger, Back to the Future. I mean, right? So there's not a lot. So this, I do have every single Funko Office Pop that has been released so far. So much so that I have 2 shelves worth. You'll see the second shelf here in a minute. Probably the highlight of this one is that 3-hole punch gem back there. That's like a $200 pop. That's why it's in a stack. And then you got a second shelf right next to it with my recent addition of the White Chase Chalice. Actually just ordered one of those and got that chase and was super happy. So, and there's a lot you don't see here because I've only got 2 shelves worth and I'm not adding any more shelves of Office Pops. So I'll just switch them in and out as I kind of feel like it. So, and then of course I got my Dundee back there that I want.
All right, well, we did down and then to the side, so let's just go back up.
Yep, let's do it. So we got X-Men Legends. I love this patch jumping out at you there. You got Deadpool. You got Scarlet Witch, you've got Magneto. I mean, this is kind of like what doesn't fit in my 90s animated X-Men. So this is just, you know, some of my X-Men on that, and just love to keep adding and doing a little bit of that. Even got like an X-Force Wolverine there. So, you know, pretty much mutant related. I put it on there. And this is my temporary Mr. Sinister until I get my hands on the Legends Mr. Sinister, because that's a Toy Biz.
All right. Hold on. To get up.
All right, probably one of my favorite shelves. I don't have a lot of Lego Marvel. Actually, my son's pretty much taken them all. This is the only one that he's let me have.
MODOK.
So take a look at this setup. This is a bridge, Spider-Man bridge set, and I've just added figures as we kind of go along. So there's several different sets, several different minifigures, some rare ones.
Is this Black Panther talking to Black Panther?
No, that's Black Panther.
Oh,
and
it's
Killmonger.
2 different. Okay.
That's Killmonger.
But they look the same until you see their different colors.
They're having a discussion, right? So,
different colors.
well, then also, look, Mantis is right there, right? So she probably just, you know.
She's causing peace.
Yeah, she's causing peace. So I love this shelf. Definitely one of the highlights of my shelf.
I think MODOK is my favorite.
Yeah. Mighty MODOK.
All right, going up.
All right, so Avengers shelf. Again, you know, just kind of adding and taking away as I see fit. So this is my temporary setup of these guys, but you know, I'm digging it. I love the Falcon.
I love that Iron Man is actually flying.
Yeah. So again, using those stands. You know, missing a few. You kind of get them as I can, but as this is the current setup, which I like. All right, my next Legend shelf, probably my favorite one.
Wait.
This is classic retro. That's the one I have the most problems with right there, that Doc Ock, because that dude is so heavy. He's constantly falling off that stand. But this is my retro Spider-Man.
And this shelf is taller than me, if you're wondering.
Yes.
So I'm trying to get...
Shout out
shot.
to Amazing Murphinator Murph. I know he's got a lot of these too, but this will be the shelf that Murph would be like in love with, because this is all Spider-Man goodness.
I love your Kingpin.
Yeah, so actually it looks like my lizard's kind of falling down a bit there, but we can fix that. If not, you know, we'll put him there temporarily. So that's constant, right? As here's
a question: what do you do with their extra heads when they're not in use?
You'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
All right, Supernatural. We were there for the final panel. I actually got this right there at the final panel. They gave that to us.
Hello, baby.
We were there when Baby was given away, and we were so close to winning that. I just felt like that. And then we were like, oh, we have to answer a question. Or ask a question. Remember that's what it was?
Yes, you have to be in line for a question. I really thought I was coming home with Baby.
Yeah, so
what
that's
a
we
disappointment.
both love Supernatural. We're both watched the series. Some super expensive pops on here. I actually got this chase and actually bought this later. I just bought one and got the chase, and I remember that day very clearly. I got that Baby chase, and I was like, oh, score. That's like a $200 pop now.
All right.
All right, my newest shelf, G.I. Joe. I'm just kind of doing villains right now. So I've got the classic Serpentor, and got the Crimson Twins, and Dr. Mindbender, and then, of course, the first appearance of Zaymot and Tomax, and then my 6.0 G.I. Joe 1 that's holding me over till I get a new one. This is a recent purchase. I was really glad to get this because that was one of my favorite toys as a kid.
I remember playing with that as a kid.
That's complete, so I was pretty happy to have that, and it's in really good shape. And then, of course, this is the new G.I. Joe line, and I'm not going crazy on those classifieds because I just want the villains. So that's kind of where I'm sticking on that.
Alrighty.
All right, this is awesome symbiote Venom. You know, anything
First of
from
all,
the Spider-Verse.
This one hanging. This is the one I'm always afraid I'm gonna knock
Venomized
over.
Miles. We've got a Build-A-Figure right there, Venom Pool. That's got some good value to it. Some rarer ones. This is actually not a legend, or this is a legend J. Jonah Jameson, but this is the desk from the Toy Biz J. Jonah Jameson. So I just thought it went really well, and as usual, he's yelling at everybody, and she's got her hands on the hip, like, "Why are you always yelling, J. Jonah Jameson?" And then of course, a negative zone. Spider-Man's trying to say, "Hey, you want a piece of pizza there?" And in the meantime, everybody's around there in the back about to attack J. Jonah Jameson, like every symbiote Venom there is. So I like that shelf a lot. It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Some more legends. This is kind of like this is what I call the hodgepodge. Like, they don't really fit in anything right now. So, just kind of legends that I collect. And, obviously Vulture would look great up there with the Spider-Man shelf, but he's not the animated version or the retro version. So I decided to keep him kind of down here. And then, of course, we've got Jane Foster's Thor missing her hammer. I'm on the search for a Mjolnir.
Why do you not have a hammer?
I bought her loose.
Okay.
So got little Moon Boy down there. That's kind of fun. That came in that same Collector Vault set as the Lockjaw and the Collector. So you got Hela. I don't have a lot of MCU legends because my son does that. But I thought she looked close enough to the comic version of Hela. So, just some fun one. Nice little Moon Knight back there. So I think we recently gave one of those away. So.
I am so sorry.
But yeah, fun legends.
And we've got work area Drew.
Whoa, hello there.
So this is next to this shelf, across from the comic wall. Boo, boo, boo. We've got workspace Drew.
Workspace Drew, and I love the fact that, like, you know your Zoom calls, right? That you're always on. This is always my backdrop, and everybody's like, "What a weirdo." So all good though.
All right, you want to start here?
Yes, my Darth Vader shelf. So just my little homage, to Vader, and just saying, hey, this is my Vader shrine. I pray to this maybe once or twice a day.
That's not funny.
I'm just kidding. I don't do that. So this is actually this was supposed to be the San Diego Comic-Con Star Wars set last year. And I got 2 of them. This one's still sealed. So this is pretty hard to find. We were lucky that we got our hands on 2 of them. And this is a recent Funko Pop. And then, of course, I love that vintage Star Wars cover.
Where did we get this Leia?
That was a Toys R Us giveaway.
Was it Star Wars Day?
Yeah, so I think it was May the 4th, and you came in and they gave everybody one of those little Build-A-Figure Leias. So, yep.
All right, I'm going to move down because that's way above my head.
So here we have the Ewok Village in Lego form. So my lovely wife bought this for me for Christmas one year, and I've just kind of added to it. I used to have a bunch of like Scout Troopers and stuff like that. But, I was tired of them constantly being in conflict. So this is what I like to call the post-conflict
Are you sure? Because Han Solo is still over the fire.
That's like that's just a moment stuck in time, right?
Okay.
So. Everybody else is pretty much celebrating because you still got Chewbacca's in the net there. So
my arms are shaking.
Are they?
I apologize. You can keep going.
Okay. So that's the Lego Ewok Village. Long retired, but one of the best Lego sets, I think, ever.
Okay.
So, you'll see in a minute, I've got a Jabba set. Jabba's probably one of my favorite characters in that scene in Return of the Jedi. I just love it. So this is my Jabba Funko Pop loose. I have all the boxes for these, but I think they look much better out of the display, especially the Jabba the Hutt
get over here to
set. So
Han Solo and Carbonite.
Yeah, one of the greatest pops. And then, of course, you got Slave Leia, which only came with, there was another one, but that one where she's sitting down like that only came with the full set with Salacious Crumb and Jabba the Hutt. So
Cool.
Love it. My 80s shelf next. So you got just a little bit of everything. You got a little. You got a little 18 van. You got the whole set of Star Trek Next Generation.
Aww.
I got a Transformer.
Inspector Gadget.
I got Inspector Gadget. I got He-Man. I got the Gremlins and E.T. And then, of course, Randy, Macho Man Savage back there.
Go Gadget Arms.
I've got some other stuff I'm going to keep adding to this. Just kind of keep that 80s going. So next.
Oh.
So Doctor Who, yep. Probably one
That's
of the...
something people don't hear us talk about a lot.
No, we are big Whovians, and probably one of the pride of my collections. This is an actual Funko prototype that we received at Funko Fun Days. So there's only one of those in the whole world.
While we're here, Drew, who's your favorite Doctor? You know Capaldi.
Peter Capaldi.
Favorite.
Yeah. So I love Peter Capaldi, and what's cool about him, when he went to San Diego Comic-Con, he would always go out to the bars and the gas lamp and just party with people, like just have drinks with people. And there was like nobody around him, like no security guards or anything like that. He was just, Peter Capaldi was just hanging out with everybody.
So on Peter Capaldi's last con, he cried like a baby.
Oh, he did.
Guess who else cried like a baby?
I did. Yeah, I was like, I'm going to miss you, Peter. So that's that. We've got
what is going on over here?
So we've got a shrine to Darth Vader, and we've got a shrine to Thanos.
Because I am inevitable.
So we've got some good legends and selects and a slab.
The thing that I love about this shelf,
yeah,
a little bit about our family is we've actually had Death right here.
Yeah.
I don't know which Thanos goes with her.
Him, the select.
But we've actually had her since before Avengers was even a movie. We've had her probably our entire marriage.
Yeah.
Which I just love when you have things like that and then they become super mainstream popular. But
yep, I love it. So I was always like, man, what am I going to do with a 9.2 Silver Surfer number 34? Wait, that's going to look really good.
There you go, right there.
Very few people will see that grade for a Silver Surfer 34.
Tell me a little bit about this pop.
So that's the Cosmic Ghost Rider, who actually tries to go back in time and kill Thanos so that Thanos doesn't ruin everything.
Wow.
So he had baby Thanos.
Baby Thanos.
But then he kind of fell in love with baby Thanos. He's like, this is the cutest thing ever. So that pop's gotten really hot. So it's pretty expensive. My Ninja Turtle shell! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So
Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle Power. So I got the originals from Funko. Those are long vaulted, good value. Got Shredder. I do need a Splinter. I'm on the search for that.
And then we have your vintage toy.
Vintage. I think we've shown those off before. We've got the new Krang. I just got that. And I super love this shelf and can't wait to keep adding to it. Maybe once we get that slab back of Bebop and Rocksteady's first appearance, maybe it'll go up there somehow. I don't know. We'll see. So kind of an extension to my whole Return of the Jedi Lego set. We've got the Jabba's Cell Barge with, of course, the skiff out there that's basically about to throw Luke Skywalker into the Sarlacc pit, which already has Boba Fett, which is not really in order of the movie itself, because Boba was thrown down there later before, but all good. It's a good setup, so I like it. So this is one of the older sets. There was an older Jabba Cells Barge, which I've had a couple times, but this one's my favorite one because I think it's pretty sweet, and I just can't wait till one day they make a gigantic like UCS version of the Jabba Cell Barge.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. And then, of course, our infamous sideshow, life-size baby Grogu. The one I said that I was not going to keep, that I was going to sell because Lady Dorkery's like, I don't really think we should put this in our collection just because, we were like, it doesn't fit. But that was at the old house. And then at the new house, he just fits perfectly. So, life-size baby Grogu. Love it. Not much else to say. There's lots of reviews out there. We don't have a lot of sideshows, but that's it. Kanan shelf. Oh, yeah, my Rebels Kanan. We've got 2 slabs. We've got the full recent wave of all the Rebels in Black Series form, including Admiral Thrawn and Ahsoka. We've got a little Kanan Lego. There's a little Zeb Disney Infinity piece back there. So, of course, obviously... still waiting for a Kanan number 6, 9.8. I think I've got one at CGC right now. It's flawless. If it don't come back at 9.8, I'll be pretty ticked. But That'll go there, but temporarily that second print Kanan one is.
So
right
I
there.
just started reading Thrawn Alliances,
Yeah.
which starts with Thrawn, Darth Vader, and Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, nice.
And there's a disturbance in the Force, and one of the things they're trying to blame it on is they can't find Kanan.
Kanan's so good.
I just think that was fun.
This is Drew's toys from when he was a kid, and I know what you're thinking. Drew, there's no way. Those are in too good a shape, and they're complete. Well, yep, that's right. I had my toys, I played with them, but I played with them very gently. So this is all my original stuff. I mean, pretty much the only thing that's not in great shape is this little Salacious Crumb has a bad paint rub on his nose. But that's an easy, inexpensive replacement. But everything else, I mean, these are minty. I mean, look at that. Minty, minty, minty. This is very rare. And then it's also very rare when you've got Max Rebo and his band and all the instruments. So that's right. These are all original, no replicas. The only thing that's a little bit off is Mando back there.
Why is he there?
Yeah, so he's just kind of hanging out. You know, he took a time machine back in time. But this is all original, vintage, Kenner goodness. And I can't wait to add more to it. I need some more things to keep adding on. So. Then you got Jabba in Lego form. There's Jabba's palace. So you've got an old set, which is a little bit sun faded from the previous house where that kind of hit a couple times. But then you've got Rancor Pit and Jabba's palace that kind of stacked together. And this one was actually recalled because I want to say that maybe it was the Muslims. They were upset because it looked like they thought that one of their temples or anyway, long story short, they recalled it. So it's got some good value to it because somebody was upset about it. More legends. We've got the Young Avengers back here with Kate Bishop. So this was the Legends 4-pack for the Young Avengers. It came with that reprint comic that we got a 9.6 back on. And then I added Kate Bishop. She came from a Toys R Us 3-pack. Then we've got kind of another version of the Fantastic Four with Dr. Doom, Infamous Iron Man. Don't ask why. We got a Hand Ninja that's going against the Fantastic Four. And then we've got the first appearance Wolverine. That's the 2-pack set. So that I love that set.
Sorry, I wasn't getting him. He was hiding back there.
Yeah, so just more legends. And probably my favorite on the shelf is definitely that Young Avengers 4-pack back there. So love it.
Last one.
Last one.
More Doctor
Who. Not a lot here going on other than this is kind of my villain shelf that goes with my other one over there. Just kind of balances it out. So we love Doctor Who. We love the 11th Doctor, the 12th Doctor. We love Rose. We love all of them.
I love the adipose. They suck out fat and make you skinny. You die eventually, but it's okay.
So this is my desk. So I've got, just...
Can you be in love with a Lego?
So I've got my Falcon. It's on there. Of course, my thing is you can't have it tattooed on your body if you don't also have a Lego version. This is a recent haul video that we need to shoot.
That's a rule, you think?
So this is recent
I didn't know we
comics.
had a haul video. Let's do that. Haul video.
We'll do it. Then, of course, the Lego Death Star.
I'm going to do this quick.
So that's the one that
you may know what a
was
Lego
dropped.
Death Star. In Spider-Man?
Yep.
We never dropped it.
No.
Ooh, I can't. I'm sorry, I'm hitting the desk. I apologize, guys. I'm not great at the moving around and filming. All right. Drew? That's your room?
That's it.
All right.
I mean, you don't want to look at the closet.
We don't want to look at the closet. The closet is a mess.
No, it's not.
Drew, do you want to see my room?
Let's do it!
Let's do my room. Should I do like you did and say, well, hello. Well, hello, friends. Welcome to my room. As the mom of the home, my room sits right in the middle of everything. Behind you is the dining room, and over your shoulder is the living room. So I'm right here where I can manage everyone, including Drew. But this is my room. I will say that I like things tidy. You won't see as much as you see in Drew's room. I'm really particular about what I collect. I'm very specific, and if I don't have room for it, I don't buy it. But these are all of my favorite dorky things. And I will tell you that my favorite dorkiness in the whole room are the pictures behind me. I bought these off of Etsy. I bought these from an Etsy seller, which I'm going to show you a lot of things that came from Etsy, so I will probably put those in the description of the video. But we have Star Wars Episode 4, Star Wars Episode 5, Star Wars Episode 6. And so I love things like this that allow me to make my home look like a home. It gets to feel like a home, a decorated home, but still has all of the things that I dork out about it all over the place. So this is literally like in my living room, in my dining room. If you walk in the house, it's just gonna look like a piece of art. But when you come in here, you see, of course, I have my Star Wars. I actually bought my rug to match my Star Wars art. It doesn't have Star Wars on it, but it was the same colors and the same like triangles and stuff.
Of course.
I bought it just to match my Star Wars pictures. But also this, I don't know if you've seen this before. This is one of my favorite things that sits on my desk. This is from Galaxy's Edge, and it's the Star Wars heroes. You can mix and match, and I don't like mine mixed. And also, I can't
You
get
don't
over...
like yours matched?
I don't like mine matched. I get mad when people match them. I think it looks more fun like this. But also, one of the things that really bothers me to whoever the artist is why does Han Solo look like Bob Saget?
He does look like Bob Saget.
Why? Where's Harrison Ford? Why is this Full House? I don't know.
You should be throwing F-bombs out because that's what Bob Saget
I don't
does.
know. But I want to show you, come over here, I want to show you one of my other favorite things from Etsy. I am desperate right now to order some more of these, but this is my box for comics. And I absolutely love this. I ordered this from a company on Etsy who makes these. Stay there, I'm going to come around the other side because I want to show you the inside. As you can see, I am running out of room for comics, and I want at least 2 more of these boxes because the person who made them on Etsy made them to stack on top of each other, and they have a little wood. So the box itself, I think, is $50, and you get to pick what comic you want to put right here to display on the front.
First appearance, yeah.
So for $50 for the box, the wooden box, and then $15 for a pack of comic dividers. So I have mine divided.
They're all wood.
I'm sorry, they're all wood. Yes, they're all wood. So I love this. I need about 2 more because I have comics just sitting everywhere. I mean, it is a good excuse to just have Adam Driver's face right there.
but then you can put him on the front of the new box.
But I would love to have another box with him on it. So I'm thinking 3 boxes would look way up here. As you can see, you can do, look. I can't reach. That's way above my head.
Oh.
But way up there are my Harry Potter collections. I've been collecting Harry Potter since I was in high school.
Yep. There's a couple of rare ones in there too.
The first Harry Potter came out when I was in high school, and it was actually part of my reading assignment. And that's how I fell in love with those books. So I've been collecting since then. And then down below, we have my Sherlock collection, my Sherlock Pops, a few others mingled in that I love. I love books. I won't go with you all through all of my books, but most of my books that I have, I've read or I'm going to be reading. I've gotten a lot recently as gifts, but I've read most of these. So anyways, moving on. You guys have seen my Umbrella Academy Pops. Don't get mad. I know I need a curtain right here. We just moved and I don't have a curtain yet, but they're okay for now. I promise I'm going to get it taken care of. My favorite book ever. So, oh, no, it's not here. It's on the other side because I don't have a hardback. My favorite book ever is Ready Player One, and so I haven't started reading Ready Player 2 yet. Armada's pretty good if you need, I said I wasn't going to go through all my books, but if you need a Ready Player fix, Armada's pretty good. And then my Schitt's Creek Pops. These, just so you know, are also Etsy artists. These were gifts, so I actually don't have the artist for these. But Princess Leia and Umbrella Academy. And then, of course, my Thrawn stuff. This guy makes me so happy. He's also from Galaxy's Edge. My kids like to play with him, and I get annoyed with that because I like him standing super authoritative, ready to give commands. And some of my books aren't there right now because I just started reading some. I got these for my birthday. Didn't I say I wasn't going to go through my books?
Yeah.
I got these autographed by the author at Comic-Con. And then, of course, my Thrawn Pop.
You opened that on a video.
I did. That was a gift from Drew. And then
The original Heir to the Empire. So if you know the comic books, that Thrawn's first appearance, those came out before the comic books.
So I won't go through them all, but here are some of my paper books that I'm reading. I'm reading some of these, and then I told you I had my Ready Player One. These are my cool. Some of these books are Andy's from when he was a teenager. And then, of course, like I said, that one's mine. We'll show you, let me show you a couple of things as we go to our kids' rooms. But I want to show you how I keep my living spaces looking like living spaces for the unsuspecting. But if you're a dork like us, you're going to walk in and you're going to know the deal about what's going on. So let me show you real fast. All right, so if you follow me on Instagram, you saw me post these the other day, but I just bought some recent laundry room art for our new laundry room because I just feel like every chore is going to be better if you have a little Star Wars in it. So I bought these from Etsy from a place called SPAWARSART. They do bathroom, they do nurseries, they do everything. I'm gonna give you a quick look at them. Okay, so not only are these really cute, but they gave them incredibly fun names. This one of Darth Vader ironing his cape, is that what it's called? Is called The Iron Strikes Back. And then below it we have This Is Not the Chore You're Looking For. And my favorite thing about this is that R2-D2 is holding Slave Leia costume in his hand, and then up here you've got Padme drying on the line. You have a Mandalorian or a Boba Fett right here drying on the line. I want to say this is Anakin's, Obi-Wan, Luke's fighter pilot outfit. I just think that's really cool. And then down at the bottom we have laundry in Alderaan places.
Look at Leia's hair.
She's so disheveled. I'm assuming this is like right after Kylo was born, and she's just like over the poop and over the vomit, over the breastfeeding. Kylo, never mind. Let's go. Not her, not Pepper Potts. Pepper Potts of Iron Man. And then I posted this on Instagram the other day. We have the hatch painting from the television series Lost, which was actually painted by Jack Bender, who is a Lost producer. And I got mine signed by Jack Bender, which I think makes it even more amazing. But that's right here in the middle of our living room. And then also in the middle of our living room is my numbered Hazel and Cha-Cha Save Christmas from the Umbrella Academy. This is how I keep our, back up so they can see. I just want to show you, like, I try to keep everything neat and tidy, but like I said, there's got to be a dork in every room. I'm going to show you how I dork in my bedroom.
Whoa!
I'm supposed to be a grown adult, but it's not me if I can't have a little bit of Star Wars somewhere. So I have a whole collection of Star Wars coasters. Yeah. There's my little Rancor.
From Galaxy
so I keep them to where if you walk in the room and you're not a dork, you just think I have a pretty room, but I can't live without Star Wars everywhere. So that's just me. The sun. This is the sun's room. I told you guys we were going to be quick, so we're not going to go shelf by shelf like we did in Drew's room. But I have, oh no!
Avalanche.
Attack!
Black Series Avalanche.
So we've told you before that the kids collect harder than we do. So just going to do a quick run through.
Yep. Look at all those sets he still has to build.
The Pops, the Legos.
He loves his pups.
The comics.
Harry Potter. Lego. She said Legos. There's no such word.
No, if you've been hanging out with us for a while, you also know this is our Mondo print from our old YouTube set at the old house. Our first set.
It was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Mondo poster.
All right, this is the last shelf we're going to show you.
Friends.
Whoa! Could I be wearing any more clothes?
We got to get the Friends apartment set that just came out too. So.
I love this beast.
Yeah.
Flocked beast. So cool.
Simpsons.
Helicarrier? That's awesome. All right, so we are back in Drew's room. And
was it worth the wait, guys? I mean,
I don't know. I really
Probably
hope.
not.
I hope it didn't feel like a look at everything we have kind of. But we know we've
that's what we dork
legitimately
out about.
we legitimately have people saying like do a room tour, but it's always really awkward anytime you're like
Showing your stuff.
look at our stuff.
Pause.
But we're dorks, and anytime that we're not making videos for you guys, it's because we're probably just hanging out in one of our fun rooms and staring at our stuff.
And who doesn't want to stare at their stuff, right? I'm going to stare at your stuff. Well, there you go. There's our room tour, version 1. Maybe we'll do another alternate one down the road after we've updated some things. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more fun videos. Please like and subscribe. We would love for you to subscribe to our channel. We have lots of fun things that we dork out about. And in the meantime,
Go dork yourself.
go dork your own selves.
Dork your room.
Pew pew dork all night long.
Yep.
With your stuff.